Let us look at this other inequality. X minus 3 greater than x plus 5 all over x. Here, we are not allowed to carry out cross multiplication because we do not know the sign of this denominator here, x. X is a variable. We don't know whether it is positive or negative. So to be on the safe side, we simply carry all of the right-hand side to the left-hand side. And so we have x minus 3 minus x plus 5 all over x greater than 0. Okay, so now here, this is a fraction, so we can just make this a fraction also so that we get the LCM. The LCM is x. X divided by 1 is x, and x multiplied to the numerator, like that. X divided by itself is 1. 1 multiplied to all of that. So we just simply open this bracket with respect to negative sign or negative 1. So negative 1 multiplied to x is negative x. Negative 1 multiplied to 5 is negative 5. All of that greater than 0. Now we open the brackets. X multiplied to x is x squared. X multiplied to 3 is negative 3x minus x minus 5 all over x is greater than 0. So what do we have here? We have x squared minus 4x. Negative 3x minus x is negative 4x minus 5 all over x is greater than 0. We obtain a quadratic at the numerator, so we have to factorize that quadratic expression at the numerator. So we look for two factors of negative 5 whose sum is negative 4. The two factors are negative 5 and positive 1. And so that numerator factorizes into x minus 5, x plus 1. All of this divided by x greater than 0. We should always check to be sure that what we have done is correct. So x multiplied by x is x squared. X multiplied to 1 is positive x. Negative 5 multiplied to x is negative 5x. Negative 5 multiplied to positive 1 is negative 5. Okay, so this expression of the factorizes into x minus 5, x plus 1 all over x. Now we got the factors here. So the next thing to do is to get the critical points. Critical points. How do we get the critical points? We set x minus 5 to 0. That will give us the first critical point, which is x equals 5. We also set x plus 1 to 0. It will give us the next critical point, which is negative 1. And of course, the last critical point, we will set this equals to 0. We just have x equals 0. So we have 3 critical points to check. Now we go on the number line and we place those points exactly as at their right positions on the number line. So we have here 0, we have here negative 1, we have here positive 5 on the number line. So we are going to test 3 regions or 3 zones. This one, this one, this, and this. 4 zones, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4 zones that we're going to test. Okay, how do we carry out the test? We will write this expression. We're interested only in the sign. So we will proceed by saying that this one, we will just indicate like that, then indicate like that, and then we'll see the final sign. The final sign is what matters to us. We're interested only in the final sign. Let's write it here. So we have this, all over this. We're interested in the final sign. And we all know what it means to say greater than 0. Greater than 0 means positive. It therefore means that we are going to get our solutions only in the zones where we have positive in this our analysis on the number line. Okay, let's start. We are now in this zone. Let's get a value in this zone. A value in this zone could be negative 2. Okay, in this zone could be negative 2. All right, let's place negative 2 here. If x is negative 2, negative 2 minus 5 is negative. So we'll come over here, we'll put negative. We take that negative 2 again here. Negative 2 plus 1 is negative. And of course, it will go down here in the denominator. When x is -2, we have negative. So what's the final sign? Negative multiplied to negative is positive. Positive divided by negative is negative. So this zone, we have negative. Let's enter into this zone. Let's take a value in this zone. A good value could be negative 0.5. All right, let's wipe off that. Negative 0.5. Let us put it there. Negative 0.5 minus 5, the result is negative. Negative 0.5 plus 1, the result is positive. And of course, when x is negative 0.5, we have negative. So negative multiplied to positive is negative. Negative divided by negative is positive. Okay, so let's take a value now in this zone. A good value in this zone could be 1. 1 is found in this zone. Let's put 1 there. 1 minus 5 is negative. 1 plus 1 is positive. And of course, 1 is positive. So we have negative multiplied to positive, that gives us negative. Negative divided by positive, that gives us negative. Let's go to the last zone. In this zone here, a good value could be 6. Let us put 6 here. 6 minus 5 is positive. Let's put 6 here. 6 plus 1 is positive. 6 down is already positive. So we have positive, positive, positive. That gives us positive. Okay, so which regions here give us our solution? Greater than 0 refers to positive. So we expect our solution to be in this zone and in this zone. Okay, so our solution set will therefore be elements in this zone union elements of this other zone. So we have our solution to be all real values of x such that elements in this zone will have -1 less than x less than 0, or elements in this zone or x greater than 5. All right, this gives our solution set.